magic carpet?
You drive it with a wish.
How do you drive a magic car?
Drive it with a touch.
The magic touch of the dynamic new Dodge 456, the car born of success to challenge the future. The car with the look of success, with distinctive jet fin styling, the power of success, surging new breakaway power in the greatest Dodge engine ever created, the new 230 horsepower Red Ram V8, and the feel of success with Dodge Magic Touch push-button control. You just touch and go. See, drive, and thrill to the dynamic Dodge 456.
The magic touch of tomorrow.
It's a great new gas plastic power fuel. Speedway 79 power fuel. The Esso gas fuel and surpassing Speedway power fuel. The gas tank's connected to the gas line. The gas line's connected to the fuel pump. The fuel pump's connected to the carburetor, and you get more power from power fuel. Carburetor connected to the intake valve. Valves are connected to the cylinder head. Cylinder head connected to the cylinder, and you get more mileage from power fuel. The cylinder's connected to the piston. The piston's connected to the spark plugs. The spark plug's connected with the gasoline, and you run much smoother on power fuel. Speedway 79 power fuel. Higher octane power fuel. Everybody's raving about power fuel. Speedway 79. So get yourself connected with Speedway 79.
Fill her up with Esso Extra gasoline. The gasoline that stops cool weather stalling. Fill up with Esso Extra and go!
Mental wheels, design wheels, industry's wheels, the wonderful wheels of progress. Together, they produce more than a new car, a new concept. Chevrolet 455, the Motoramic Chevrolet. See its fresh Motoramic beauty, its striking new show car styling. Try its surging Motoramic power in any of Chevrolet's 3 all-new valve and head engines, the 162 horsepower Turbo Fire V8 and 2 Blue Flame 6s. Enjoy everything from tubeless tires as standard equipment to conditioning optional at extra cost. See and drive the Motoramic Chevrolet 455 at your Chevrolet dealers now.
Meet Smokey Joe, folks. He sends up smoke signals when he drives. This makes his wife fuming mad. Here's her solution. Chevrolet has a much better one. Chevrolet's new high-level ventilating system captures fresh air here, above the hood, and delivers it here for max comfort. Ah, our friends are now driving a Motoramic Chevrolet. Is everybody happy? Good. Even in the driving rain, you always have fresher air inside a new Chevrolet. Uh-oh, at it again. He wants less air, she wants more. Hold on. There's an air control knob for each of you on the instrument panel. Ah, love is grand. Well-ventilated Motoramic Chevrolet.
Once upon a time, there were 3 motorists. There, and there. And one sad day, they were unable to motor. There, and there.
able to motor because their cars were in need of replacement parts. But fortunately, there were 3 United Motors dealers. There, and there. And so the 3 motorists were able to motor happily once more, because United Motors makes the finest automobile parts quickly available everywhere. General Motors parts, parts for everything from starting to stopping, parts backed by the inch that's built more than 55 million cars. So remember, no matter where you go in the United States, United Motors is there, and there, and there, and there, and there. United Motors system is everywhere. Only minutes away, you'll find famous General Motors replacement parts distributed through the United Motors system and its independent distributors and dealers.
This is a story of a man who wanted a new 1957 car. He did a lot of looking, a lot of thinking, a lot of comparing. But his final choice was surprisingly easy. For one car had everything. Fresh new beauty, from its new front design to its high-fashion taillight. And it was the only low-price car with the fine craftsmanship of Buddy by Fisher. Yes, you're right as rain. He bought a new 57 Chevrolet. And no wonder. In 57, there's nothing like a Chevy but a Chevy. In new styling that instantly appeals to your eye, and in newest performance features, Chevrolet brings you 5 great high-performance engines with the eager kind of power that lets you know you're the boss. Chevy also offers 5 smooth transmissions, the greatest choice in the low-priced field. So drive happily ever after. Get the car that puts the purr in performance, the 57 Chevy, at your authorized Chevrolet dealers.
Okay? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Recognize that? It's Happy, Esso's cheerful symbol of happy motoring. Happy says you get more driving pleasure from Esso Extra, the all-round premium with a combination of advantages that puts the fun back in driving. Try Esso Extra at the Esso sign.
Through the ages, motoring was a lark. Prehistoric man never got into traffic trouble until he took his eyes off the road. Even in ancient Rome, driving was relatively safe, except when some hot rod chair stepped on the whip and couldn't stop in time. In the Old West, traveling by stage was usually not much of a risk, except when a stage driver forgot to heed the road signs. Then he'd big trouble.
Today, drivers still make the same mistakes, but the consequences are far more serious. This year in traffic accidents, almost 40,000 lives may be lost unless we all help to cut down this staggering figure. Obey all traffic signs, drive carefully and courteously. Time may be precious, but is even more so. Insist on strict enforcement of all traffic laws. Remember, the law is there to protect you. Support your local safety council.
Say, have you met Happy? Millions already have. Happy's no ordinary drop. He's an oil drop with a mission. You see, he's Esso's cheerful symbol of happy motoring. And he does just that. Brings happy motoring to millions of motorists by working with your Esso dealer to bring you fine, happy motoring products and service whenever you stop at the Esso sign. Everything from outstanding gasolines and motor oils to helpful expert service, including cleaning your windshield, seeing that the oil, water, and battery are okay, and keeping clean mushrooms for you, too. Plus providing the most up-to-date and the most readable road maps. So whenever you see Happy, remember, He stands for quality products and service that add up to happy motoring for you and make the Esso sign the world's first choice.
What is your favorite color? Red, green, blue, yellow? One day you may follow it along a multi-lane highway, not just because it goes well with the little woman's hat, because it helps guide you to your destination faster and easier. What makes it possible? New colored paving materials from oil that promise greater highway convenience and safety. These materials were developed by the research affiliate of Humble Oil and Refining Company. Because the color is built into the road, it can't wear off. It stands out strikingly and really lasts. It's perfect for highway traffic markings and an important safety device for airport landing strips and parking areas. Similar colored paving materials may decorate your driveway, tennis court, patio, and pool. One more way, Humble works wonders with oil. Humble Oil and Refining Company, America's leading energy company, invites you to stop for service under the Esso sign of happy motoring.
Sunday afternoon on Wide Wide World. Right now, though, with an assist from Nelson Case, let us look in on another Wide Wide World, the one that keeps America's cars rolling.
Hello, speaking for General Motors, come to Wide Wide World. That other Wide Wide World Dave was referring to is United Motors' division of General Motors. You see, General Motors parts are so easy to get everywhere. For example, there's the car dealer where you bought the car. There are the many independent outlets serviced by the AC Spark Plug division. And there's the vast United Motors system. You see, United Motors distributes General Motors parts through more than 140,000 independent garages and service stations from coast to coast. Do you know what? You're not simply too big to describe in just words. So let's go up and see it in action. To begin with, United Motors is vast. Vast as America itself. It stretches east, west, north, south, and all points in between. Its purpose, to serve you, America's motorists, with the best automotive parts wherever and whenever you need them. General Motors parts, backed by the experience that's built more than 54 cars. But let's see exactly how United Motors works. Suppose we start with a man in trouble. Now, actually, all he needs are new points. But the question is where to get them in the quickest time. That's where United Motors comes in. There are in its system well over 100,000 garages, service stations, and car dealers, serviced by thousands of regional distributors. This means that through Motors, General Motors parts are available to you as close as your corner service station. So no matter where you drive, anywhere in America, you can be fully confident United Motors is there, ready, willing, and able to serve you. Yes, in replacement parts, General Motors leads the way, starting with Delco batteries. And remember, General Motors parts are equipment on almost half of America's cars, and they're available as replacement parts for practically all the cars on the road.
Mental wheels, Designers' wheels, industry's wheels, the wonderful wheels of progress. Together, they produce more than a new car, a new concept. A for 55, the Motoramic Chevrolet. See its fresh Motoramic beauty, its striking new show car styling. Try its surging Motoramic power in any of Chevrolet's 3 all-new valve and head engines, the 162 horsepower Turbo Fire V8 and 2 Blue Flame 6s. Enjoy everything from tubeless tires as standard equipment to air conditioning optional at extra cost. See and drive the Motoramic Chevrolet for 55 at your Chevrolet dealers now.
This is Delco. Here, electrical energy is captured and stored. Here we make power, the quality way, the newest way. Starting power, running power, fresh power, instant power.
Delco Tri-Charge Battery Power. We're gonna make power. First we take the rubber and we start it through the factory. Delco Power, Delco Power. We're gonna make power. Then we melt the lead and make connections for the battery. Delco Power, Delco Power. We're gonna make power.
Rubber, heat-treated the Delco way to withstand shocks, jolts, and heavy vibrations. Weighed to exact specifications. Lead for plate straps, connectors, post molds. Lead for grids. Lead to mold the Delco dry-charge battery into a perfect power unit.
We're gonna make power. We take lead oxide, paste it to the grid plate for Delco Power. We're gonna make power. Stack the negative and positive in rubber separators for Delco Power. We're gonna make power.
Negative plates, rubber separators, positive plates, the heart of the Delco dry-charge battery. Inspected, stacked, mounted in the burning trays.
Delco Power. We're gonna make power.
Lead plate straps securely welding the power stacks together.
We're gonna make power. Pressing out the covers and pressing out the cases. Delco Power, Delco Power. We're gonna make power. Put her all together, lock the units in their places. Delco Power, Delco Power. Gonna make power.
Skill, consummate skill. Nothing less than a perfect battery will pass muster.
We're gonna make power.
The captive energy is sealed, hardened. The giant sleeps until Delco dry-charge fluid is added.
Precious power that money can buy. Delco dry-charge battery power.
Revolutionary new Delco dry-charge battery. Quality built by Delco Remy division of General Motors. Available through the United Motors system and its independent distributors and dealers everywhere.
Here's a wonderful car.
Looks fine. How about a demonstration ride?
New Bel Air Chevrolet. Step right in.
Beautiful. Picks up nice. Sweet in the turns. Brakes act fast. No forward lurch. Wonder how come?
That's Chevrolet's new anti-dive braking control.
Now for the big test. Say, passes like a pro.
Like some factual information on the new Chevrolet now?
No thanks. Know all I have to. You know what?
Yes?
I like it.
Just out and just wonderful. The 1957 Chevrolet. A completely new, completely beautiful instrument panel with instruments designed for safer, easier reading. A choice of 4 great transmissions.
Stop by exclusive new Turbo Glide, an automatic transmission with new fuel injection engines, delivering up to 283 horsepower, and daring new design that'll catch your eye, capture your imagination. Put together these great new features, and you have the car that goes them all one better. Number one in the USA, the '57 Chevrolet.
Once upon a time, there were three motorists. There, and there. And one sad day, they were unable to motor. There, there, and there. They were unable to motor because their cars were in need of replacement parts. But fortunately, there were three Universe dealers. There, and there. And so the three motorists were able to motor happily once more. Because United Motors makes the finest automobile parts quickly available everywhere. General Motors parts. Parts for everything from starting to stopping. Parts backed by the experience that's built more than 55 million cars. Remember, no matter where you go in the United States, United Motors is there. And there, and there, and there, and there. United Motors system is everywhere. Only minutes away, you'll find famous General Motors replacement parts distributed through the United Motors system and its independent distributors and dealers.
A motion picture expedition plunging through the wild, uncharted wastes of Australia finds it hard going on men and machines. Constantly, day after day, demands peak performance down the line. That's why Delco batteries have gone along on every high adventure. At the North Pole, in the freezing 60 below Arctic temperature, where dependability is all important, Delco DC, the dependable dry charge battery, performed perfectly the many jobs it had to do. Way up in Alaska, where you're at the mercy of sudden, unpredictable weather changes, fresh power from a Delco battery helped save the shooting day many a time. Yes, our crew was mighty glad Delco went along for high adventure in the frozen north. In the mysterious east, Assam, India, a complete change of climate, but duck soup for Delco. The boys are getting ready for a tiger hunt, which you'll see on your TV screens next month, April 19th. As you can see, be prepared is the motto for motors on this expedition. Yes, it's an elephant-sized job Delco has to do. It's ready to do it, ready to give peak performance, just as a Delco is always ready to give peak performance in your car at home. So along goes Delco DC, the dry charge battery that saves all of its precious power until it's needed, starting us off on a tiger hunt in India. North, east, now south to New Guinea. New Guinea, where Delco hit the jackpot. For here, of all places, Delco was needed most. Entire town of Angoram literally runs on Delco DC dry charge batteries. Perhaps you were along on this expedition. If you were, you saw how Delco helped operate the local sawmill. Here you see the birth of Delco power in New Guinea, just as it might come to life at your own Delco service dealers. And here, Delco efficiently assists in Angoram's makeshift hospital. Now let's head west to the heat of far-off Nairobi in Africa, out where the giraffe roam and a zebra makes himself at home. Here, too, Delco batteries proved indispensable. On this photographic safari, pictures had to be shot. That was the assignment, to shoot pictures, not rhinos. And Delco was there to help carry it off successfully. Yes, north, east, south, west. Delco dependability at the four corners of the earth and at home. Delco DC, the dry charge battery that can't get old before it's sold. Delco, quality built by the Delco Remy division of General Motors,
and available through the United Motors system and its independent dealers and distributors.
What does it take to be a Buick? It takes a car that makes every mile an adventure. Like the new 1964 Riviera by Buick. Adventure begins here and never ends. Riviera by Buick. A great machine that a woman can admire and enjoy to the fullest, but only a man can really understand. Find a road yourself and discover adventure is a car called Riviera.
'98. A signature that is a hallmark of motor car elegance in the grand manner, styled with tasteful and subtle touches that distinguish the coachmaker's quest for excellence, marked by luxurious interiors of superb comfort and convenience. '98 by Oldsmobile. The engine, Super Rocket V8. The ride, all the smoothness you expect in Oldsmobile's finest. '98 by Oldsmobile. Motor car quality and elegance in the grand manner.
A first prize can take many forms, but there's only one grand prize in every field. In the personal sports car field, the grand prize is the Grand Prix by Pontiac. The most popular car of its kind, far and away outselling the 3 or 4 cars that could be compared with it. Among its awards, the '63 Automotive Certificate of Merit from the Industrial Designers Institute. See the new Grand Prix at your Pontiac dealer.
What does it take to be a Buick? It takes a car as wild and wonderful as the new Buick Wildcat for '64. When you go the way of the Wildcat, people take notice. They want to know more about your car. They'll want to drive it themselves, but beware, once they get behind the wheel, it's hard to get them out. '64 Wildcat. It's the wildest. And above all, it's a Buick.
Let's stop. Engine's rough.
Sounds like pounds. Did you change your oil filter?
Change my what?
Oil filter.
Oil filter?
I'll show you.
I just got an oil change. Hey, wait a minute.
You changed your oil, but you didn't get a new Purolator oil filter. Now you've got an expensive engine job. It's ridiculous. Pour nice clean oil through a worn-out filter. Look at that glop.
Now what?
Listen to your service station man when he tells you to get a new Purolator oil filter. It has a micronic element up to 11 feet long. It keeps out nearly twice the dirt other filters do. Stops particles small as 39 millionths of an inch. Purolator oil filters stop engine damage before it starts. Now, what did you have in mind?
Get a Purolator oil filter.
seasoned veteran of the open road, particular yet willing to be convinced. And what on four wheels could better convince him than a new Ford line van? Outside, 8 big doors all around. Inside, lots of load space, a long, flat floor. An Econoline always seems to be just high enough, long enough, low enough. You can stuff it, pack it, cram it to the limit. Still, there's always room for one more of anything in a Ford Econoline van. Like a very persistent hobo once said, biggest little van that ever came down the pike. Convince yourself at your Ford dealers.